Hi, I'm Casey Bell, and I am author of The Diary of Stephanie Dane. Today we're going to be reading Chapter 1, Part 2. The Diary of Stephanie Dane, Chapter 1, Part 2. Melinda, Sarah, and Lori returned to table. Thanks for waiting, Melinda. I know how difficult it was for you to do that. Shut up, Lori. Stephanie asked, You heard about Tyler? The bomb kid? Asked Melinda. Yeah, why didn't any of you say anything to me? You knew I knew him. You thought you knew. And what's there to talk about? Asked Sarah. It was a false alarm. He didn't even have a bomb to begin with. It's just so weird. He sat in front of me and I didn't even know it was him. You think the picture he drew with my pen? What do you mean? Asked Lori. Every day in class, he asked me for a pen and would give it back at the end of class, even after I told him to keep it. You think that's what he was doing? Melinda responds, Who cares? It's all over. No need in crying over spilt milk. I think we should talk about Malcolm, says Lori. You heard what happened? Stephanie gets concerned. No, what happened? Lori continues. Apparently he's bulimic. No way, says Sarah. Is he really? Asks Stephanie. Maybe that's what's keeping him sick. How do you know? Lori continues. Some girl told me he's in my Spanish class. Stephanie interrupts. You never told me that. He was transferred to the class in November. I didn't think it was a big deal. Anyways, the day before Christmas vacation, we had a Christmas party. The way the Spanish people celebrate it. We had food and everything. Well, Malcolm ate like a pig. Then he left. When he came back, he had a cut on his finger. I thought nothing of it, but the girl who was sitting next to me, Cassandra, told me she thinks he cut his finger while shoving his finger down his throat. Stephanie asks, well, how would she know something like that? She said she used to be one herself until her parents started to get suspicious. That's hard to believe, says Stephanie. Well, I believe it. That is so bad, says Sarah. High school is supposed to be about education, fun, and boys. Instead, we're worrying about how we look. It's because of all these bullies who have nothing better to do but make fun, says Lori. Stephanie says, well, I hope he gets better. Dear Diary, I just got out of lunch. Can you believe Malcolm is bulimic? Well, that's what I heard. It's so sad. While I'm in science class, the weirdest thing happened. I came into class and Mrs. Grover wasn't here. There was a substitute, a new one, I might add. He gave us our work and then explained that Mrs. Grover wasn't coming to school for a while. It seems in one of her early classes, she went to use the projector, and when she pulled the screen down, it fell on her head. Down she went. The class went to another teacher and they rushed her to the emergency room. They say she's okay, but how weird is that? I know it sounds mean, but it was funny the first time I heard it. Just imagining the actual event reminds me of something on TV, like on Laurel and Hardy or the Three Stooges. I'm sure that had to hurt. Well, anyways, the new substitute is a popular hit. The class likes him and is asking him a lot of questions. Too many, if you ask me. They asked him where he's from, if this was his first time substituting, where did he go to college, and the list goes on. His name is Mr. Brown, and well, he'll be here until Mrs. Grover returns. I hope all is well with her. Well, until next time. Bye. Dear Diary, today is opening night of West Side Story. I am so happy to be doing this show. I cannot wait until the curtains go up. It's been a lot of work, and I can't wait to put my talents and gifts to work. I enjoyed myself in rehearsals and hope to do this next year. Now, for some bittersweet news. I called Malcolm and his mom picked up. They put him in a health center for his problems. He can't leave until he has showed signs of improvement. She told me it's like a rehab for drug addicts. Instead, it's for people with eating disorders. I hope he gets well and returns. Oh, Diary, you will never guess who I ran into yesterday. I was at the supermarket with my mom and I saw Tyler. He came up to me and said hi. I can't believe he can talk. He apologized for the bomb threat. He said he was frustrated. His father just died in a freak accident at work and his mother was getting on him about school, so he lost it. I told him that I forgave him and to keep his head up. It's so weird how things happen. Well, that's it for now. Until later. Bye. Stephanie, Lori, Melinda, and Sarah are sitting at the lunch table. Stephanie speaks. You will never believe who I ran into yesterday. Who? Asked Sarah. Tyler. Linda says, the bomb kid, did he say anything to you? Oddly enough, he did. He apologized to me about the bomb threat. He said he wanted to apologize to the school for scaring them. He said he sent a letter to the principal. And get this, his father died. Linda replies, so? That's why he did what he did. He said his dad died at work. He got caught under a machine. Then he said his mom kept yelling at him about his grades, so he lost it. Sarah says, that's so sad. Stephanie says, see, high school is a big deal. A lot has happened ever since we've stepped into these halls. It's more than just education and boys. High school can either make you or break you. Dear Diary, it is now April. The musical, by the way, was a huge success. It was packed every night and the cast and crew was a great team. We were almost better than Broadway. I called Malcolm's mom today. He's still not home, but he's making progress, which is a good thing. I ran into Tyler again. Believe it or not, we are now pen pals. He's doing well in his new school. He says he's taking anger management classes. He hasn't gotten over his father yet. He said he wants to hurt someone every time he thinks of his dad, which is understandable. I also registered for my sophomore year. I can't wait. I am taking female vocal, TV production, gym, biology, algebra, Italian 2. Can't wait for that. American history and English 2. I can't wait to find out next year's musical. We don't find out until December. It'll be a while, but I'm sure it will get here fast. I'm in science class right now with Mr. Substitute. Mrs. Grover has yet to return. Well, that's it for now. Until later. Bye. Come ti chiami? Mi chiamo Stephanie. Come ti chiami? Mi chiamo Jill. E come stai? Così così è tu. Non c'è male. Oh, preso un'altra lettera da Taylor. Jill says, another letter? What are you guys, lovers? No, we're just pen pals. I'm kind of like this, his only friend. Well, after making a bomb threat, it's kind of hard to make friends. I thought I explained that to you. He was upset. Making bomb threats is not how you deal with your father dying. There are much better ways. Well, he apologized. The teacher speaks. Classe, turn to pagina 158. Today we will learn about gli alimentari, la frutta e la verdura, food products, fruits, and vegetables. Dear Diary, my friends don't seem to understand why I continue to write Tyler. He's a nice guy who just made a stupid mistake. No need in hating him for it. It doesn't matter what anyone says. He's nice to me, so I will continue to write him. Dear Diary, it is May and school is wrapping up. Mrs. Grover finally returned and Mr. Substitute, well, Mr. Brown has been substituting other classes. He substituted one of my Italian classes. Tyler's still writing me. He's doing better. He's out of anger management. He told me that me writing him has helped him. I knew he was doing well. Malcolm is out of rehab. He returns to school in September. Good news, he got homeschooling, so he will be a sophomore. So that's good. Well, until next time, see ya. Dear Diary, it is June. School is just about finished. I talked to Anastasia in math class. She's preparing to leave for Connecticut soon. Brian is going back to New York for the summer. He's spending the summer with his uncles and cousins. Jill is going to California for the summer. She is so lucky. She's spending the summer with her cousin. And me, well, I will be going back to the performing arts camp. I enjoy it there. I don't plan to take you with me. I've decided you will be my high school diary. However, when I return, I will tell you about my summer vacation. Until September, bye.
To read the Diary of Stephanie Dane, go to authorcaseybell.com.